increasingly, the farmers lack the basics. They lack the land, they lack the investment in soil productivity, they lack the ability to be able to afford the imports, including inputs like seeds and basic tools for farming, and they lack credit. So at the end of the day, what you have is a lot of very small farmers, a lot of very poor farmers, who are essentially scrambling to stay alive.
Barry Coates is Executive Director of Oxfam New Zealand. He's talking about farmers in the Sahel region in Africa where climate change has caused drought. He's imploring farmers around the world, New Zealand farmers especially, to help each other.
I think we can do so much more than we are doing at the moment.
Oxfam's new report, Extreme Weather, Extreme Prices, expects a doubling in staple food prices by 2030 due to climate change. That's foods like rice, maize and corn, and that's going to make surviving for many people very difficult indeed.
So what you're having is, instead of gradual increases in prices, you're having price spikes that are showing real volatility, and it's the price spikes that are particularly damaging to people who are extremely poor.
Some would say they're trying to farm in what is effectively a desert. Why don't they move to more fertile lands?
Well, in a lot of places the desertification of these lands hasn't always been that way. That actually these have been historically quite productive lands and quite productive farming systems.
He says although our land is perhaps best utilised producing luxury foods rather than staple crops, we have skills to offer.
We can do one of two things. We can either produce it here, or we can help others through our services, our technology, our advice, our know-how, our overseas aid, to really help those who are struggling to produce those commodities in their country.
And Mr. Coates says, contrary to claims by companies like Monsanto, genetically modified drought-resistant seeds are not the answer in places like the Sahel region.
There's been a promise from genetically modified seeds going to feed the world miraculously. We haven't seen that. What we've seen is that often farmers get locked into buying seeds each year because of technology like the Terminator technology that require annual purchases of seeds. And sometimes the yields on those seeds are not optimized for the countries that they're going into, particularly countries of the tropics.
If you want to start small, Oxfam's Live Below the Line Week is coming up, in which people are encouraged to live on $2.25 worth of food and drink a day to raise money and awareness. John Watson, Auckland, Country 99 TV News.